After coming under fire, Savannah Chrisley made the decision to delete her controversial shark post. It, however, seems that Todd Chrisley's daughter is unable to completely escape the line of fire. Unfortunately, some of the trolls just made the decision to switch gears. So they proceeded to attack something else since the shark picture was gone. Savannah Chrisley, however, did not hide the fact that she deleted her previous post. She embraced it with a sort of updated caption. "Now just a girl, a boat, and our great American flag. Blessed with freedom," she penned in her new post. Some of her followers admit it is pretty sad she had to delete a post just because people couldn't stop being negative. They always have to find something to complain about. Enjoy your fish and enjoy the beautiful day. One follower penned in the comments. The comment was liked nearly 60 times, indicating many other followers felt the same way. Another added in a comment liked over 40 times. "Smo, trolls need to move on. Just do what you Savannah, ignore them if possible." Some people need to look up the word respect. You need to learn that people need to respect nature, life, and sea life, not kill them like idiots they are. A third added, calling attention to why Savannah was attacked in the first place. Unfortunately, not everyone was here to support Savannah. In fact, it seems they just found something else to criticize. With the shark picture gone, trolls switched gears. They began to attack Savannah's appearance instead. One fan noted she needed to lay off the fillers in her face. The comment about her looking so much like Todd was liked nearly half a dozen times. Another follower admitted Savannah was a beautiful girl, but she was destroying herself. They penned, "She is young and beautiful. Why all the fillers? She looks plastic now. She don't need to do anything to her face. She is a natural beauty. It's creating unrealistic body images for young girls." A different fan clarified they love Savannah and her entire family, but they think the Chrisley family sends the wrong message, constantly having work done to improve their appearances. Some less critical fans jested they were waiting for fans to come after the flag in the background or the hat she was wearing. Are you sad that people can't seem to stop attacking Savannah Chrisley on Instagram? Do you think it eats at her emotionally? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. And keep coming back to read the latest on the Chrisley family. Savannah Chrisley's digital footprint has always been a mix of confidence, charisma, and carefully curated chaos. The Chrisley Knows best star, known for her sharp humor and no-nonsense social posts, once again found herself in the crosshairs of controversy. This time, it wasn't about family drama or her ongoing public resilience. It was about a shark. What began as a seemingly harmless upload spiraled into a storm that forced her to hit delete, once again showing how fast public sentiment can flip in the unpredictable world of celebrity social media. The calm before the storm. The post appeared without much fanfare. An ocean shot, crisp and cinematic, with a shark cutting through turquoise waves beneath a caption that hinted at strength and survival. Savannah had always loved metaphors. Her fans knew she used imagery to communicate feelings she didn't always say outright. The shark, fierce and free, might have symbolized her own fight through adversity, navigating fame, heartbreak, and family turbulence. But the internet didn't see poetry. It saw provocation. Some followers interpreted the post as a veiled jab, perhaps toward a recent feud, or even as a reflection of ongoing chatter about her biting back after criticism. Within hours, what started as aesthetic admiration turned into a feeding frenzy of its own. Commenters flooded her feed, questioning her intent, mocking her symbolism, and dissecting every line of the caption like it was a coded message. Savannah's shark, a creature of instinct and independence, became a lightning rod for interpretation. Misread metaphor, digital meltdown. By mid-afternoon, screenshots of the post had already circulated across fan pages and gossip accounts. Some dubbed it Savannah's shark shade, while others accused her of using the imagery to villainize certain people in her circle. A few even connected it to rumored behind-the-scenes family tensions. But in truth, it wasn't personal. The photo had been taken during a weekend getaway in the Bahamas, one of Savannah's rare escapes from her hectic podcast schedule and caretaking duties. Yet intent mattered less than perception. As reactions grew more hostile, critics didn't just attack the symbolism. They turned on Savannah herself. Comments took aim at her looks, her attitude, even her faith. It was a textbook example of how quickly online discourse mutates, how one post can be ripped from context and turned into ammunition. The trolling intensified. What had once been lighthearted banter transformed into personal ridicule. The kind of vitriol that makes even the strongest influencer reconsider the permanence of a post. Delete, retreat, rebuild. By the next morning, the shark post was gone. To her loyal followers, that silent deletion said everything. Savannah had done what few celebrities are willing to do in real time. Step back before the backlash defined the narrative. The deletion itself became a news story, igniting curiosity about what had truly driven the decision. Was it pressure from management? A wave of DMs urging her to rethink it? Or simply exhaustion from battling interpretations that had gone off the rails? Whatever the reason, the vacuum it left behind was filled instantly. Fans posted archive screenshots, tagging her with side-by-side comparisons of what once was. Memes surfaced, mocking the vanishing act. But surprisingly, the trolls soon shifted tone. And that's when things took an unexpected turn. Trolls switched gears. Something about Savannah's silence disarmed them. Without a defensive post or a follow-up rant, there was nothing to mock. No new soundbite to screenshot. Gradually, the wave of sarcasm lost its rhythm. Trolls who had spent days dissecting her tone began to pivot, turning their focus elsewhere. Some even commended her for knowing when to walk away. Online antagonists thrive on reactions. Savannah, whether consciously or not, had denied them that satisfaction. The result was almost poetic. Her restraint became her power. Still, as the trolls wandered off, Savannah's true supporters filled the space they left behind. The comments under her next post, a serene sunset with no caption, overflowed with messages of love and understanding. Fans thanked her for protecting her peace, for choosing silence over spectacle. It was the kind of digital redemption that doesn't often happen overnight, yet Savannah had pulled it off with quiet grace. The echo of image and meaning. Savannah's shark saga revealed more than just the volatility of online perception. It showed the fragility of intention in a world that reads too fast. To her, a shark symbolized resilience, the capacity to survive storms, to keep swimming through turbulent tides. But for the digital crowd, symbols morph based on mood, rumor, and trending sentiment. Episode illuminated the double-edged nature of social media artistry when one's platform becomes both therapy and theater. Savannah's feed has always been her diary, sometimes polished, sometimes raw, and every image carries weight. The shark post may have vanished, but the conversation around it sparked a wider reflection among her fans about how society devours authenticity, especially from women who dare to speak visually. Behind the screen for Savannah, the aftermath likely carried an emotional toll. Her life, already dissected through reality TV lenses and tabloid headlines, often leaves her little room for missteps. The moment she shares a metaphor or expresses herself creatively, the internet interprets it as coded communication. Privately, those close to her know how sensitive she can be beneath the strong exterior. She has endured immense personal loss. The death of her ex-fiancé Nick Curdel's, the incarceration of her parents, and the responsibility of raising her younger brother and niece. Each of those experiences reshaped how she expresses emotion online. The shark image may have been less about provocation and more about catharsis, her way of saying she's still swimming through it all. Yet the cruelty of digital culture often ignores humanity for headlines. That's the paradox Savannah constantly faces. Vulnerability invites both empathy and attack. The irony of the deleting a post doesn't erase the memory of it. In fact, on today's internet, deletion amplifies curiosity. The screenshots live on. The discussions multiply. Savannah's decision to delete wasn't an erasure but a form of quiet control, a reclamation of narrative. By removing the image, she stopped feeding the fire. She let the noise burn out on its own. In the age of impulsive rebuttals, that choice signaled a new maturity in her online persona. No long-captioned apology, no cryptic subtweet, just absence. And sometimes, absence speaks louder than outrage. Fans noticed this evolution. They saw a woman who's learning the rhythm of resilience, not just through words, but through intentional quiet. Savannah's restraint turned the incident into a teachable moment about self-preservation in public life.